Yes, people. What's going on? Wonderful people. We're back again with another video, and I just wanted to let you guys know that today we're sponsored by SofaScore once again. So make sure you guys do check out the title sponsor, SofaScore. The link is in the description. The best football app out there. And of course, we're almost on the road to what? 27K now. So make sure you guys do me a favor, hit that like button. Let's try to get there. And you know what? Thank you to everyone who's already been subscribed. But today we got a wonderful show. I got my boy Kaz from Never a Foul in the building. Kaz, how you doing? You doing well?
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm
Ready to go.
Yeah, ready to go, man. Because guess what? My team's shit and everyone else is good, so no stress.
Let's get into it. We got Rack in the building, Liverpool fan, getting ready for the big title clash versus Man City this weekend. How you feeling, Rack?
Good, man. Good. Looking forward to the weekend. It's going to be an important game, but hopefully we can make the most of it. But let's see.
There you go.
We'll get into it.
We got Jay, who has one of the most important games of his season, the top 4 decider in the building. Jay, how you feeling?
Well, against this Villa super team, not very confident. Do you know what I mean? Like Ollie Watkins, or as I like to call him, we have Osimhen at home. Is definitely going to be a lot of issues for us, but we'll get into that.
There you go. And of course, Chez is going to be a little bit late, but we also got Vader in the building, and you guys know Vader does his entrance.
Here he comes. Here he comes.
Roman Reigns.
Yeah, he better have some walking music now. You better have some walking music for this. We got a big game coming up, and man hasn't even got walking music.
Do you know what I mean?
Literally.
Man, look at this. Look at this silent movie.
Charlie Chaplin. That's what we're gonna call him.
I'm so disappointed by that walking. I was expecting a slow walk, like something intense or.
It's only Friday, Kaz. It's only Friday. There's more to come.
I was expecting like that D-Generation X type beat or Undertaker. I don't know.
D-Generation X. Yeah, guys. Big up for touring the building. We see Kaz as an Arsenal sexual. What?
I've been told I'm a Liverpool sexual. We told him a Man City sexual.
He's a lover. That's what he is. He's a lover.
He's a football purist. How about that? We got.
Unless we get better, then I'll become shameless again. But yeah,
Arsenal will not score 5 versus Brentford. My prediction is 3-1. We'll get into that in a bit. We got another one here saying, "Big up, Big Steve. Steve over here. Big up to you." We got Velvishwan in the building. What are you saying, Vel? He's saying no City fan today. You got one right there. What are you talking about? Oh, I see 2 Arsenal fans. Nah, you don't. Relax with that. But hey, let's get straight into it, guys. This is going to be a beautiful weekend. We got Manchester United playing who again this weekend?
Everton.
That's the first game at 12:30. Then you got Arsenal playing at 5:30. Tottenham, when's your game? Jay?
I want to say it's like 1:45 or something. What, 1:45 or something?
And you playing tomorrow free?
Sunday.
You're playing tomorrow.
We're playing on Sunday. We're the appetizer for the Liverpool game. You know, we whet the appetite as it say. You know, we're the ones that gets everyone in the building, gets them ready. You know, they watch this. That was a really good game. We might steal the
show. You didn't say you're the fluffer, did you? Did you say you're the fluffer?
I didn't say I was. No, I didn't. You said I was the fluffer. I said we're the undercard delight. You know,
the show, man. Show. Come on.
Let's talk about the Premier League opening game then, because I feel like that game and the Chelsea game are the 2 like least like appetizing games out of the big 6.
My camera's in a madness. One sec.
All right, we'll get to you in a second. But yeah, Everton play Manchester United. It's at Old Trafford, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah.
So yeah, that's the first game we're gonna start with. Manchester United need to win, but really and truly, top 4 seem all but gone almost. Like Aston Villa beat Tottenham. That I think is done, is buried. I think if Tottenham win, they keep themselves in the race. But right now, it's more about Manchester United. They have no chance. They're 9 points off Aston Villa. Do you guys really think they have a chance of catching Aston Villa?
United's?
Yeah.
No
way, right?
No, I mean,
you know, there's a way. I'll tell you why there's a way, but doesn't mean it's me being Man United giddy or anything like that, right?
Okay, so
the only reason why is it all depends how it's set after the break, because there's a load of players coming back. Mason Mount, Malacia, what's it called? Lissandro Martinez. Haaland. Like, there's loads of options. But if you actually go, because we like to dive into runs, and if you look at Man United's run compared to what Aston Villa have to have coming up, by the way, where they've got Man City and the rest of it, blah 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 blah, you think, oh shit, and they're gonna go deep into a Conference League competition. I wouldn't put out the word where, like, even if Aston Villa beat Tottenham tomorrow, I wouldn't put it past Tottenham to gain 9, 10, 12 points from them anyways, because I know they will end up falling off. I know they will. It's just the way it goes all the time. Have we not learned our lesson with Newcastle yet? Have we not learned our lesson with Brighton yet? They all fall off towards the end. And if you look at their run, it's crazy. And I don't believe in them that too tough. I think they're good, but I think they'll just be that point where they get a little bit too knackered. But I could be totally wrong in it. I don't believe in this shit Man United team, so it doesn't matter. 5th place max. That's it.
But do you think Everton?
The issue is right now there's an 11-point difference and there's 11 games left. So Man United need to claw back a point a game in the remaining games. Obviously that's quick math, but can they do it? It's possible because depending on how things go tomorrow, that could be 3 points.
2 games could change the whole narrative. 2 games could just change the whole narrative.
And the crazy thing was, we saw this 3 or 4, maybe 4 or 5 games ago, when Man United went from being potentially 11, 12 points behind to being 5 points behind, I think it was. And all of a sudden, it looked like Man United had got the momentum. Villa were dropping off. I think they lost, was it 4 games in a row or something like that?
They lost. Who did they lose to? Man United, Chelsea. I don't know who else. They didn't even fumble. They even nearly fumbled against Luton. Like, they had to get a last-minute winner, but Luton Town kind of showed.
At that point, was looking peak. At that point, it was looking peak for them. But they managed to turn it around, and obviously United have kind of dropped off a little bit since then. It's not all over, but the thing is, Kaz, do you trust United to go on a run?
No.
And I think that's the bigger question, because if United can, then I think there's a chance.
To be fair. I'll be a little bit fair on my club because it's just I have to, I suppose, right? Like, we only have lost 2 in 9. Would I say lots of them have been convincing? No. At some point, was I thinking there's a little bit of something because there's individual brilliance between some of the players? Yes, I suppose Martinez does make a difference. Do I believe in the manager? Hell no. But like, it wasn't bad. Like, it was just you expected to lose against Man City. Let's be real. But we didn't expect to lose against Fulham, which was a bit of the stretch. And it goes to show, when you play Marcus Rashford up front, then you might as well concede. But if you've got Haaland, you've got a chance, I suppose, because there was a little bit of chemistry forming. Not saying it was the greatest thing in the world, though, let's be real. But you got Everton, then you got Sheffield United, but that got postponed at home. They're shit, let's be real. We've got Liverpool because of the FA Cup. Then we've got Liverpool at home, which I expect Man United to do something. Like, I can't lie. That's a derby.
This time, right? There's going to be no motivation issues for that game.
I think so. I'm more convinced that we'd beat you in the league than the FA Cup. I'll be real, because I know you're going to play strong after Europa League playing kids. Then there's the whole one is Brentford away. Can you make the most out of their form? That probably is a draw. Let's be real. But then there's like Bournemouth away. They're going to attack a little bit, which might suit us more than what they did to us at home. Do I expect to beat them? I don't know. We kind of do get a jammy win there. Then you got the Newcastle, which is going to be tough, but then there's like Burnley, Palace, Arsenal as well, and then obviously Brighton at the end of the season. So like, it's an okay run. It's not the worst thing in the world, in my opinion. But at the same time, do I trust them to go and get wins? No, I don't. But do I trust Tottenham and Villa to go get wins? I don't either. I'll be real.
Excuse me.
What do you think about this weekend?
Beg your pardon. Don't tag us to your level.
We're gonna get to Tottenham and Villa.
But you're talking on a Man United perspective. Tottenham have been nothing short of shit lately, and they know it. Crystal Palace, they were shit. Like, the last game that they won, they got over the line. But if that was Man United, we're talking about getting over the line. They've been straight.
Top four is literally the team that's the least inconsistent out of the.
Yeah, Aston Villa have been the most consistent out of Tottenham, Man United as well, and Villa. Like, they have been. So that is credit to them. But I just think they can still lose 6 points, and then I think Tottenham can gain 6 points at the same time.
So what do you think about this Everton game, though? Do you think you can flip up against Everton?
I think it's a tricky game, you know.
No, I don't think so. You know what I'm going to say is just, like, we went to their gaff and beat them 3-0, and they did pump us apart after we did score that amazing goal from Garnacho. That is true. The second half, it was light work, though, because defending was quite easy until the end of the game. But in my opinion, with Everton and Man United, is the fact that we're lucky that they've got a shit midfield and they misplace passes quite a lot, and they've got nothing going forward for them going up front, really, if we're being honest with ourselves. the thing that they got going on for them is obviously long ball, but I think Man United dealt with long ball quite well, if I'm being totally honest, and crosses and stuff like that. And you could nullify that again, which we did do against City, which we did do against Everton last time. I don't think there's much to it. I think we're just quite lucky that our Everton lack a lot of quality from their fullbacks and their midfield.
I think you guys do beat Everton.
I said 2-0 earlier. I said 2-0. I think it'll be a 2-0. I don't think we concede, I'll be real. But I wouldn't be surprised if they get an early goal at the same time. That's just Man United, isn't it?
2-1 sounds about right for me, personally. But yeah, Ches, welcome to the show. Hope you're doing well, bro. We're just talking about Man United, Everton, and kind of if Man United can get top 4. I don't really think so. But yeah.
What to get top 4?
Yeah, no, just the Everton game.
The thing is, if Fulham have they beat them at home, right? But Fulham have that kind of X factor. They've got in midfield. They've got Iwobi who can turn up on his day, right? And the Brazilian striker, he's okay.
Linia, fucking
I just love the defense a lot more. Whereas Everton, I don't see the same robustness. I don't see the same what do you call it? Standout quality. Do you get it? I don't really see anybody who's gonna.
One sec. I know what you're open. Don't start calling me names. I just ban you myself from the chat. Don't call me a clown. Don't get too comfortable, Maggie. I don't know you, but go on.
Oh no. You literally called out
girls, but don't start calling me a clown and that. I don't even read. I get involved in comments. I don't
ignore it.
I don't get bothered by stuff. Don't get comfortable, man. You don't know, man.
Nothing wrong with a good old fashioned little bit of a nibble. You know what I mean? There's nothing wrong with
you
that.
can say in different ways, man. Come on, it's Friday, man. Relax, man. There's no need to be tense out here. Hey, we're all having drinks and
exactly. You know what I mean?
I kind of don't want to spend too much more time on the United topic. So just let me know your score predictions. Kaz, what's yours? You said
I want to go with a 2-0. I want to go with an actual 2-0. I think Haaland comes back, not for the full game. I do reckon he gets a weird goal, but I honestly think McTominay scores.
What you saying, Rock? I know you don't like either.
I mean,
Everton
are bad, right? United aren't good, but Everton are bad, and United are at home, so I expect them to beat Everton. We'll see,
okay,
man. We'll see.
So United win. Ches, what are you saying?
I'm going to go United 2-1.
Fair. You know what? I was actually going to save Chelsea for last, but let's just talk about Chelsea quickly because I feel like the Chelsea.
Hold on, do I not get a prediction?
Yeah, because you stepped away.
Jay, you're not
I literally went down to tie my shoe, and the guy said, we can skip a Jay monologue. Not on your life. No, but quickly, United. I hear what Kaz is saying because the thing is that you always have optimism when you're a fan and things aren't going well. You can always be optimistic. Yeah, so I hear it, and then you start wishing on others' downfalls. It's like, well, if Spurs do this and Spurs do, I hear it. I'm with you.
It's true, and also it's just. Yeah, you're right. You know what? You're right. You're right.
No, it's just I get it. My problem is I saw an awful Crystal Palace team go to United and win. An awful Palace side. Do you know what I mean? So even
because a few days before we smashed them in the cup, and it's like,
that's what I'm saying. So if I look at United now, the problem with United is can they win a difficult game without their main men? And they I'm just not convinced. Like you said, Rashford up front, that's like kryptonite to United. Yeah. So we got Rashford up front, no Lisandro, no Maguire, who's been good. Like, I don't think Wan-Bissaka's back. So Lindelof playing fullback again, which is because Malacia.
He might at home. I think he might opt for Amrabat to start again at home. But
Amrabat at left back.
Listen, I'd rather him be at left back than in the centre of the park. Let's put it that way.
Are you one of these people that I don't? To be fair, I don't know what your original opinion was on Amrabat, so I'm not gonna be like, oh my god, Captain. I thought he might be good.
Amrabat was better than Declan Rice.
I thought he might be good. That sprint at the World Cup fooled me. I
saw more than that, because last season I was watching Bundesliga and Serie A more in it, and I was watching Fiorentina a little bit.
He looks alright.
Yeah, bro. When I tell you now, Fiorentina plays some work with him in the side. We're playing some really good football. And in the final, I saw him dominate Declan Rice, and I'm talking dominate. So I'm thinking, like I'm talking, in the World Cup, like he looked good as well. For Fiorentina, he was looking really good. He was the pace setter and everything, and just moving the ball back to front. You know what? I don't really judge him too much. At this moment of time as well, and I don't really get onto him, even though he made a mistake against City in that. But he's been put on in a high pressure game at this moment of time, and he don't ever get a run of games to really prove himself what he can really do. That's the way. That's why I say until someone has a run of games, I will judge them a little bit more accordingly, because you can't expect someone to have minutes and come on and expect to change the game, especially against City. So that's just dumb, anyways. And then he gets. It's ridiculous. It's a bit like the first game when Amrabat.
I was going to say, Igal, I'm going to go 2-2. I'm going 2-2 because I know me and Kaz have hijacked the segment. so
I was literally gonna save the go into the Chelsea segment, but we're not gonna do that. We're gonna go straight into Liverpool City. We're gonna go straight into Liverpool City in a second. But Vader, do you have anything to say on Man United Everton before we go into your game?
You know what? I got nothing to say about Man United now after the derby. Like now, it's, I'm focused on other things, but continued.
Let's say good luck to you.
Continued challenges for United. I'll be watching, just as as a neighbor. That's all.
All right, let's get it. We got over 126 of you guys watching on X. You guys can also join us on YouTube, where you can see more exclusive YouTube content. So please do check us out over there. Let's go straight into the next topic. I was gonna get into the Chelsea game, but I'll save that for later. Let's talk about the big title clash this weekend.
I'm a mod, innit? Yeah. A guy comes on here and says you're glazing over Arsenal and that because I praised them about being Sheffield United. You're on an Arsenal channel and you come back to me and say, but are you also Man United and that? Are you stupid, bro? Are you actually making shit, bro? Did you do GCSEs? Because honestly, I get low IQ people. You're Marcus Rashford of the comments, man. Get out of here, man. Get a bit, man. You're boring, man. This is why you get banned on every channel. In a minute.
Anyways, let's get into it. Liverpool, Man City.
Are we doing Liverpool, Man City now?
Yes, because we're gonna be on this for like an hour, so I don't want to run
out of time. You don't want to run out of time. Yeah.
I don't want to run out of time because if we talk about Arsenal, we talk about Chelsea. Next thing you know, we spent
it'll be like
an hour on those.
Acknowledge Arsenal for 25 minutes, and then we'll run out.
Not right now. Let's get into the big title clash, guys. There's not much more needs to be said. Number one in the top of the league right now, Liverpool facing second in the league, Man City. Two teams that have been going at it for the last couple of years. I'm just gonna put them next to each other so they can battle it out. And the reality of the situation is, City and Liverpool have been fierce rivals for the last couple of seasons. You even have their players getting at each other with.
It's nice. This is nice.
With Trent talking about how it means more for his fans, and how Haaland's basically telling him, you know what, it's nice to hear. Let them say whatever they want to say. Basically, it's very feisty. I like it. Let's see how it goes on Sunday. It's going to be an interesting battle. But before I go any further with any of our predictions, I want to hear from the two themselves. Rack, you sitting forward, ready to go. You're the home team. Go first. Talk to me.
Look, man, we've seen this movie play out a few times in the past.
Can you start that again, Rack, please? Because I need a bit of energy. Because I'm not gonna lie, you came. All I saw was like you know what I mean?
I'm chilled, man. I'm chilled. No, the thing is, there's a difference. I'm relaxed. I'm comfortable in my own skin. I don't need to come out here and start strutting around. I'm good. I'm top of the league. I'm top of the league, and we're going into a big game, and I expect my team to win. No excuses. We need to win, and I think we will win. Respectfully, though, I always I got respect for Vader and his crew, his motley crew. They've been top of the tree now for near on a decade, and you got to give them credit. But when they've been at their highest level, we've been there or thereabouts as well, and we always give them a good game. And we're at home, and if we win this game, I think we become favourites for the league. And it's not going to be easy. They will create chances. I expect they'll probably dominate the ball, and we may have to play a bit of counter-attack. But when we were awful last season, that's exactly what we did, and we came out winning. So it's not going to be easy, but I expect us to win.
What you saying, Vader? Are you as confident as Rack is?
Is Rax confident?
That's what I mean. Like, he doesn't seem...
Yeah. If that's confidence, then yeah, I'm confident. I'm confident. If what Rax was just exhibiting was confidence, then yes, I'm exhibiting that in folds. Now,
Raider, you do you. Raider, you do you. Share your feelings, man. This is
listen,
open
Rax,
forum.
no,
Don't hide.
listen,
Just tell me that you don't have to. I'm not the barometer. You do you.
I'm going to Anfield. I'm going to Anfield, and I happen to hear Rax say that if he wins this game, he's confident in winning the league. Listen,
100%.
Whoever wins this game is winning the league. That's as far as I'm going. This is a title decider, in my opinion. This is where everything needs to land, and whoever loses falls down to third. So it's going to be a battle between the winner of this game and Arsenal moving forward. That's where I see this going. I think there's a lot of things at play. We want to do narratives. We want to do storylines. We've all talked about Klopp for a very long time with what this means, the last lap, the last dance, all that kind of stuff. Go ahead, Miguel. You want
just for the record, are you saying you lose, you're out of the title race?
Yeah, I'm saying that. That's how important this game is. I think the loser in this case, if it happens to be City, we're going to be focused on Champions League, FA. I think that's where it's going to shift to.
You can't write off Arsenal about the title decider for the whole league, because if they go and beat you at the Etihad and then somehow they lose, these men lose against Man United at Old Trafford, and then whoever they pay, whatever, all of a sudden it's
I'm not counting Arsenal out. No, Arsenal are phenomenal the way they're slapping teams right now.
He's saying for them.
Them two are because you still got I suppose, but
yeah, it's going to be. I mean, if there's a time to beat our Liverpool at the Anfield, it's now. I mean, we're not going to have Klopp manage that team anymore. He's saying bye. It's going to be the rebuild next season for them. So what we know what Pep likes to do. Pep loves his storylines. There's a reason why Netflix bought our documentary for 10 million. Right, is because we give these storylines, we give these stories.
On the books, it says 45 million or something, isn't it?
You know what? I don't know what it says on the books. I just see what's been reported, but I'm gonna leave it at that. But this, we want another Netflix docuseries, and what would be great is getting this win at Anfield. Now, I hear a lot of people are back for Liverpool, so it's not going to be easy. A lot of people are back. Rax is talking about I expect my team to win, and we'll see.
Wait, who's back? Salah's back?
Salah's back. Sabazlai's back. Endo's back.
Yeah.
Everybody's back.
Except
Trent, Addison, and Jota.
You look concerned. You look concerned, Igal.
No. Alice is not back. Trent is
not back.
Not sure about
Kelleher's
Konate,
been playing extremely well.
I'd be surprised if Konate. He has. Keller has been excellent. To be fair, Konate is not playing, which is I don't think he's going to play.
Did he say he's not playing?
Wait, has that been confirmed, Rax?
The thing is,
he just said no.
But the thing is,
mind games.
Yeah, but when a manager comes out in a post game and says that he thought that it could go if he sprinted again, that's not a good sign. I'd be surprised if
I saw that Konate asked to come off just in case. That's what I saw.
Yeah. Look, I hope I'm wrong. If Konate plays, I'd be very surprised. But look, last season when we played him, Joe Gomez played in centre back with Van Dijk, I believe. So, when Gomez has played at a high level, him and Van Dijk have been an excellent partnership.
Gomez has been excellent for you this year.
What about Robertson? I heard Robertson's been bad lately. Would you start him?
He's cheeks, man. Lost it, man.
Would you start Robertson?
I would start Robertson just because he's been there, done it. His reading of the game recently has been a little bit off. Sometimes he goes forward too much and gets caught out of position. But the thing is, I kind of feel like when we're playing City, everybody knows how important it is, and everybody's in tune. Like there's not going to be, or there shouldn't be, a loss of concentration. People are going to be on their A game. So I trust him when the going gets tough. I trust Robertson.
Everyone's going to be at their level.
Just so I'm clear, your back line is going to be Kelleher in goal. Robertson, it's going to be who? Joe Gomez and Van Dijk. Right back is going to be Connor Bradley. Your midfield is going to be Endo, McAllister, and Szoboszlai.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're three summer signings. There's three big summer signings.
And then your front three is going to be Darwin Nunez.
said Endo. Endo's not a big summer signing.
I was hearing a lot of praise for him.
One second. Let me just get this.
He's been excellent. He's been excellent, but no one had any high expectations. No one.
Who's going to be your front three? Salah,
Diaz, Nunez, and Salah. Simple.
Yeah.
It
writes itself.
I hope Salah starts.
He will start. That man is starting.
Yeah, of course he's starting. Salah, Nunez, and Diaz. It's automatic. We know this.
This is one step here. This is the last dance for Liverpool Football Club. Yeah, they need to go out all in the league. I don't hear nothing about resting players. Salah needs to start this game, and if he doesn't, they probably lose. Let's be real.
But when his hamstring looks like Kung Pao chicken at the end of the game, everyone will be like, "Why didn't you ease him back in?" Everyone's gonna be like, "Why did you just throw him in?"
This is why I say throw Konate in the mix. This is why I say throw Konate in the mix and get Joe Gomez at left back here. Because honestly, if you see Liverpool's run, they can afford. Bro, who cares? Get them injured. Who gives a crap? If they get injured, who gives a crap? Guess what? Their run is so good, like till the end of the season, that they can afford another. This is where they can afford injuries if they get past Man United, anyways, which is more likely than not.
They got the international break. They can heal up during the international break.
Guys, we've seen this story last year. You have a French centre back
with his medical opinion, his medically qualified opinion.
No,
here we go. Main character syndrome. Here we go.
MD. Raider Games MD.
A French centre back getting injured in the round of 16 of the Europa League.
Yep.
Costing his team.
They got Joe Gomez.
Wow,
Gets injured. They got Joe Gomez or Kwanzaa at times as well.
They have to find a way to make it about him, didn't they?
Always makes it about Arsenal, innit?
Do you agree with that assessment there, Rack?
The thing
Rex,
is,
do you agree?
Back in the day, Fergie would always say most players who was in the season are injured, and they play through the injury no matter what. And if they get injured, it's because they gave it their all, and Ferguson would obviously trust the players that are in this squad to go do the job that's required. So that's the sacrifice, bro.
Yeah.
It's true. Video, people. Do me a favor, like the video.
By the same token, that's the levels we're at nowadays. Is that
you have to go for it, man?
Obviously, you want to go for it, but it's like. You want to live to fight, and you want to live to fight another day as well.
This is the game. This is the game, the most important game out of all of them, and this is where you want to put your sacrifices.
You say Arsenal still have to go to City.
Yeah, we're not talking about Arsenal right now. We're talking about Liverpool.
I know. But what I'm trying to say is like as much as everybody wants to write the narrative that it's going to be all over, it's not.
No one said that.
No, what I'm saying is like it was insinuated that the team's going to be this and that. I'm like Spurs still have to play the top three.
Jay, don't do this. No, Jay. Taking a spoon from my Egal bag, like you know what I mean. Maybe it's all about Spurs. You know what I mean? Like maybe you guys have read to the end of the book. But you're skipping out some very important chapters, my friends.
I'm not gonna lie.
Listen, Jay, nobody's saying that this game is the only.
I know.
No, I'm saying that. I'm saying that.
Listen, this game.
What?
I'm saying that. This game is the only one that matters.
No, I'm saying it. I am saying that. I am saying.
Elaborate. What do you mean by that?
Okay.
What do you mean by that?
We know that right now the league leaders and second are playing on Sunday. Yeah. We know that these are the only two clubs in the last 6 years that have won the league. That's how important this game is, right? So I'm telling you right now, this is a title decider because I think for many factors within the game of football, within the life of football, when you win this and the momentum and the message that it sends, this will be a decider between whoever wins this game and the upcoming, young, aspiring Arsenal. It's going to be the winner of this game in Arsenal.
When we played Liverpool at our ground, that literally decided if we were done. You're saying
Wait, no, what? I never said when you played Arsenal whether it was done.
No. When we played Liverpool at our ground, it was a title decider for us because we were out of the race if we lost that game. And winning it gives momentum. So I hear your point. I fully agree with you there. What are you saying, Chelsea?
I was going to say to him, so you saying the title's gone if you lose? If you lose. Yeah, so if you draw, you still think it's surmountable, right?
If I draw, again, sorry guys, I know you hate saying this, you hate hearing this, but if I draw, I'm English European champions, treble winners. Like I'm confident with a draw, I can still make it happen. But if I lose,
lines. That's 1 point. That's a 1 point difference. So you're
basically,
saying
what you're saying is a must. But you're saying it's a must-win for Liverpool. Then that's what you're saying, really.
It is a must-win for Liverpool.
it's a must-win for either of us. Is what I'm saying. Yes.
Right, so guys, we've kind of spoken about that. There's one more thing I want to speak about before we get into the prediction of the game. Do you guys like the little back and forth between Trent, Haaland?
I love it.
I enjoyed it because everyone's telling the truth, everybody's telling the truth.
I don't like it.
Guys, I like it, but one thing I'll tell you is, why would Trent do that to start?
Because it means something.
That's why I don't like it, Igal.
No, but he's not.
That's why I don't like it.
He's not fit and available.
He's a vice captain, bro.
He can't. He can't back on bread.
He's writing checks that his teteammates have got to cash.
Exactly.
He can't back his words.
So what? No.
That's like whenever you have a guy in your crew and you're about to fight or something, and you have someone instigating, but when it comes to the actual time to fight, they're not there to fight. So to me, it's like, why is he instigating it, giving them more of a reason to come there and to want to bash their heads in? Then
pause.
That's not a pause.
Let me say this, and then I gotta drop off camera, but I'll be back. Hold on. Let me say this. I drop off camera, and I'll be back. The reason why I don't like it is because Trent is, like you mentioned in this fight analogy, he's the one pushing you in the middle to fight, and he won't be in the mix. He's injured. He's not going to be playing.
You said he won't be in a dressing room making a difference.
But he's not on the pitch, Kaz. He's not even putting anything on the line.
It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter.
All right.
Ronaldo when he scores in the 2016, he had to come off and he's on the sidelines doing up manager stuff. What's he doing?
But he actually played. There's actually involvement. He knows he's not touching that pitch.
Nah, man.
The difference is, Kaz, you can't do that. Haaland can right his wrong on the debate and score a hat.
Can I?
And then he's doing this. And Arnold's is doing what? Come on.
Let me dive. To be fair, someone made the Someone made the point. Yeah, Trent did score against Arsenal, against City at the Etihad to equalize. So if anyone can talk corn, he can. But the thing I'll say about this is that, like, I get why City are rattled, and deservedly so. Because if I was Man City and I'd heard what Trent said, my head would be on Mars. Yeah, if I heard a team from down the road that had won one league title to my 5 saying that their titles are more important, yeah, like it means more winning their titles when I've just come off a treble, my head would be on Pluto. I swear, they're actually restraining themselves with the comments that they're making, because honestly, my head will be gone. You see Pep's reaction? That would be my reaction. Just don't ask me about it. Don't ask. And credit to Trent, because this is one of the spiciest run-ups to this game in years. Like, as in genuinely, I feel it. This is like, even when it was like the game to decide the league and there was 1 point difference, this feels more, it has more oomph to it. It genuinely feels like a big match. And it's nice to see the younger generation and some of the newer players doing away with all of the niceties and the, oh, sir, kind sir, dock my hat to you, and more like, nah, we think you cheat. 115, motherfucker, 115. That's what Trent's really saying. Trent's really saying. 115, motherfucker, you cheated. We know you cheated. Your titles don't mean the same as the people who didn't cheat. Yeah. And what? Yeah. And that's what he's saying. Credit to him. He said it in a way that he's not going to get sued. So credit to him. But he did say, I got the vibes, I got the essence, I got the nuance of what man was trying to say. It resonated with me.
I think we need to let Rack speak on this because it is his player. But Rack, what are you saying?
Can I say something before Rack goes? Because I know he's going to defend his club.
Coach.
Bro, let's be real. Trent's talking absolute doo-doo. Let's keep it 100. Let's keep it 100. The reason why I'm saying this, the reason why it's doo-doo, is because he's like Jay said, firing shots. But you're firing shots at the wrong club. You don't fire a shot to the club that's beat you to 4 title shots, yeah?
You got it.
Exactly. And a club that could beat you at home on the weekend, and now you look like a real donut. My thing is this. Him saying subjectively is better to him might be true to you, but doesn't mean you need to project it on other people. Do you get it? There's some things that be true to yourself that you keep to yourself because it happens for you. Doesn't mean that as a universal fact, we have to objectively agree with you. So he's just being very like childlike and very like emotional about it. Like win your game on Sunday, then you can say that. You get it? You spoke too soon. I don't know. If he loses the game now everyone's looking at him like they're gonna win another league above you now. And now he looks like you know what I'm saying, right? But I don't know, you're gonna agree and say, oh yeah, we've won one Premier League and we haven't won the Premier League before. So you know, it means a lot to us.
Just like that.
And, yeah, we had a parade and that. And I'm like, you know what? I hear it.
Are you done with the Trent talk yet?
Nah,
I want to go.
And then we're done.
No. This is football, man. This is football, right? What do we always have when we have these games? Someone will come out and say something, and then the fans of that team and the opposition will say, why is he talking this stuff before the game? It's going to fire up the opposition. Just say what you want to say, man. Just say what you want to say. When there's a 50-50 tackle at Anfield on Sunday, what Trent has said is not going to mean shit. In 6 months' time, in a year's time, whatever the result of this game, no one's going to go back and say, oh, remember that game where whoever won the league? Oh, yeah, Trent said this before the game. No one's going to remember. The only reason we're focusing on it is because right now, it was said a few days ago in this interview, and then Haaland has come out. It doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. Because anyone who's played football, but the thing is, people come out and say stuff all the time. No one really cares. Long term, no one cares. No one's going to remember this. In a year's time, no one's going to remember this. Right?
That's not true.
People will say that, yeah, this is going to fire up Man City even more. But Man City should be fired up. Oh, maybe that's going to fire. And what Haaland said should fire them. Liverpool should be fired up. This is the biggest game of the season so far. Arguably the biggest game of this season, full stop. If we're not up for it, and City are, or vice versa, that makes no sense whatsoever. And we always get this stuff with football. People come out and say, why has he said that before this big game? It's only going to fire up. Just say what you want to say and just get on with it, man.
Let me respond to this.
Can I respond a little bit if you don't mind? Because I just thought this. Everyone remembers speeches, yeah. But everyone knows when we beat Newcastle to the title, everyone will always remember that as Kevin Keegan's season when he lost his head because of Fergie rattled him, yeah? It's the same thing in this. If this spurs on Liverpool to go on there, they'll be like, they're going to call it the Trent Cup probably or something like that. Because guess what? If the crowd is the one that lifts the spirit, bro, what Trent has done is he put a little bit of pressure on the game and saying it means more to us. Watch the crowd on how hostile it is in that game, because that's football. What we want, oh, you know what, shake hands, you know, how about throw some glitter over you and we just keep it respectful? Shut up, mate. No, bro. I want players and the rest of it. Do you know what I mean? Like, rile it up, because guess what? Even if Man City are going to be fired up for it, they're going to Anfield, mate, and they've won there twice in the last, like, 20 odd years, 25 years. So anyone that says, I don't like it because it sounds arrogant, you're a pussy.
Exactly.
Shut up, man. Yeah. Just shut up. Like, honestly, what is this, man? This is why when it comes to British media, when it comes to post, it's boring. So when we go to America, they speak their mind as humans, as we all are. Don't get me wrong, there's respect, but at the same time, back yourself and back your team, bro. People forget Trent's a fan of Liverpool Football Club, and he has been since he's a kid. So even though I think he's arrogant and all that kind of stuff, I like that. So I agree with it. Do I agree with his comment? No, because I think you can't compare any fan base's passion for one against one another and what this trophy and success means to them. Because that's pure. But to him, it means a lot, bro. He knows
and guess what? You saying that doesn't necessarily mean that people disagree with you.
People can agree or disagree. Everyone has their own opinion. I just think people are too much of like they're little snowflakes these days, and
it's not about repressing people and telling people what to say. Say whatever the hell you want.
I'm not policing them.
Say whatever the hell you want. Say whatever the hell you want. But when you say shit, you better be able to back it up.
Yeah, of course. If he doesn't,
okay, but again, what happens if he doesn't? What happens? Say Liverpool lose. Say Liverpool lose. Okay, we lost. So what?
That's a part of football.
Football, exactly. I'd rather him come out and say what he's got to say, and then what the chips land.
Let's be honest. If this was Joel Matip speaking right now, because he's been injured for majority of the
Yeah.
season, you guys wouldn't be saying this. The fact that the man is injured and he's not able to play this match, to me,
If Joel Matip, no one would be paying this much attention to anything because it's Joel Matip.
No,
That's a
anybody who
different
says
story.
anything,
Hold on.
anybody who says anything that's spicy, they'll listen. But yeah, I want to kind of move past this part. But Vader,
Hold on. Let me say.
Are you there, bro?
Go on, Vader.
Yeah. Okay. I just want to say this. I have no problem. Again, North American sports, I'm accustomed to this. I'm accustomed to seeing one of the greatest in terms of Michael Jordan taking quotes out of newspapers and being added motivated and greats like that. So I get all that. You're supposed to speak your mind. The difference is Trent is not touching that pitch. That's my only issue. If it was anybody else that's going to be playing on Sunday, calm. Say what you got to say. Trent being a co-captain or whatever, he's, like Jay said, he's cashing checks that he has nothing to do with. He's making the other players have to perform and deliver. That's the only thing I have. Now, it's going to rile up Liverpool, of course, because you got to back these comments. But it's also, like I used the Michael Jordan reference. And in this case, City have been the Michael Jordan to Liverpool when it comes to league titles. I think it's going to rile up City. And thank you, Trent. I'm happy for that because it's that added more. I agree, Rax. We would have been up for the match regardless. But it's that extra bit of spice. Thank you, Trent. And we move.
Vader, I think it's you that needs the extra bit of spice, man. We'll be fine. You'll be fine. City's team will be fine. I don't think they need spice. They're professionals. They've been there, done it. I think maybe the fan base is a little bit going to have been spiced up a little bit.
I'm not going
to disagree with Rax. There's a certain element of don't throw rocks at the throne from the reaction of certain City fans. There's a bit of a how dare you. Yeah, not even as much of the analysis of the actual comments, rather than how dare you just make the comments, period. And I get it. Up a treble, nobody should have my name in their mouths when I have just won a treble. Why are you talking about me? You want to call my name, you need more credit. I get that mentality.
Something?
Yeah,
I like it in the perspective of the drama, and I like the fact that there's actually no more City pool for a day or two. But don't forget,
no City pool, no Arsenal pool,
don't forget this.
Everybody's just a killer nowadays.
Don't forget this though. The moment the game is done, we're gonna see what they actually think of each other. Because that's when the war is kind of done. You're going to hear if they actually give each other proper praise or if it's actually still heated. Because I don't think it's as heated as we think it is. I just think it's before the game they're chatting shit to each other, but after the game they're going to shake hands and go about their business like they're buddies.
They ain't shaking hands. These don't like each other. Trust me.
Nah, I don't think they don't like each other as much as you think. I personally, I'm not going to say what I
going to go to international duty and get choked out. You know what I mean?
Let's move on because we do have to talk about the Tottenham Aston Villa game. I'm gonna say Liverpool City. To me, I'm going 2-2 draw. I think it's they're gonna cancel each other out.
I agree.
And I think it's gonna be that. I think that's what the situation is gonna be. Jay, what you said? Because Kaz already said 2-2.
I'm gonna go 1-1. I think it's like. I just can't really call the game. I feel like I haven't seen a fully 100% Man City in a big game yet this season. And I look at the team this weekend and I'm like, this could be the first time. Like they've got most of their players fit. They look ready. Liverpool, they've got some players back. Whenever I can't call a game, whenever I can't see clearly one side winning, I always try and lean towards the draw just purely because of that. But yeah, this is box office. This is the Barclays. This is what we sign up for. 1-1. Can't call it. Liverpool home advantage. They've got players out who are just coming back. City, they've not impressed me in the big games this season to that extent. They've not even against Liverpool at home, they played well for a period, didn't knock them out. Against Arsenal, didn't knock them out. So they've got something to me, and I know they're concerning themselves with what Jay Andrew thinks on Gal Talks football stream, so I appreciate that. But to me, they've got something to prove in this game, Man City, and I expect them to put in a good performance. Whether that's enough to leave with a W, I'm not sure.
Fair enough. And you know what? There is news about Michael Edwards, but we're going to talk about that another day. Ches, what are you saying on Liverpool City? What do you think is going to happen?
I think it'll be a draw, man. I said 2-2 on Kaz's channel earlier.
Let's get it. Everyone's saying draws.
Yeah, I think the reason why it's a draw is because, like I said on his channel earlier, is the Anfield factor will play a part. Because I think without the injuries, Liverpool have a bigger chance of winning the game. But because the amount of injuries they have, I don't see the quality coming through like that. Added to the fact they haven't played that well this season in general, Rack would agree with that. They'll be getting over the line a lot. Man City aren't playing their best, but are still playing better than Liverpool overall. So because of that factor...
I'm laughing because he's like, Rax would agree with that. And Rax is like, absolutely not.
Right. Have Liverpool play well this season? Don't listen to Jay.
It's been a season of two halves so far, because I agree. The first half of the season we were getting the results, but we weren't playing well. But I would say probably since mid-November we have been playing really well. So
who would you say?
It's
until when? Until when? I think you've just been hot and cold, man. Really. And
that's what I'm saying.
That's
what I mean. But
guys, it's so late in the season. You just need to get the job done. It doesn't matter how you play.
Yeah, but they've been depleted. Like, I'm seeing Bobby Clark and Joe Gomez in DM, bro. Like what we doing? We're seeing in March. Do you know how mad that is?
Bun them, man.
They're still top.
These guys don't care who's out there right now. They're playing on vibes. But yeah, Rack, what are you saying?
I wish my club was on that.
I back my team, man. I back my team. I think City will start fast and City will put us under pressure, but we'll work our way into the game. I think it'll probably follow a similar narrative to the game that we played at Anfield last season. I expect us to win. I think we'll win 1-0.
Okay. What you saying, Vader? Vader, you there?
Okay, on to the next topic.
That's the most sense Vader's made all night. Nah, I'm joking. That's just my go-to. That's just my go-to gag when no one replies. Sorry, Vader, I love you.
Yo, Vader's out of it. Vader. Oh, by the way, did you guys see Pep Guardiola take shots at Liverpool? He said,
Yo, switch me out, Ego.
What?
Oh, hi.
Shit. There you go.
What?
Two places at once.
Yo, I'm back.
What's your score prediction?
Did I hear correctly that Rax at Anfield said 1-0?
Yep.
Correct.
You know what? City win 1-0 at Anfield.
That just sounds like a salty. Are you being serious or are you just being salty because he said 1-0?
Look at that serious face. Look at that. There's not a hint of a smile on that face there. He means goodness.
The prediction. No games.
Okay.
If it's not 1-0, then we win 2-1. If it's not 1-0, we win 2-1.
Ross, you're winning it lately, yeah?
All right, guys, we gotta
win. It's the last time we play against Klopp, man. We gotta win this.
We gotta move on, but we're gonna quickly speak about Arsenal here. We're not gonna spend too much time on the Arsenal game. Arsenal play Brentford. I want to know, do you guys think we go and smash them? Because personally, for me, I'm going to the game. I think it's the first game I'm going to since the Manchester United game where we came back and we won. So I'm gonna have myself a good time hopefully on the weekend. I'm saying we're gonna smash them 5-0. Let me know what you guys think.
I say 6-0.
I would say nah. You know what?
3-0.
I think Brentford's got. I know Mbuemo's back for that game apparently as well, but he's not going to be fit. In fact, he's finally back. I think Rico Henry's not too far. But the whole point is, they played all right against Chelsea. It looked like they're hitting a decent enough form, a little bit, not too much, obviously, but because they've been on an awful run last 4 games. But it looks like in terms of performance, if you watch them, they're not that bad. But I do think you will have too much though, man. You have all the ball. I said it on my channel, obviously, but I say Arsenal, Man City been doing this thing where they keep teams in a prison, innit? They're lying so high and they win the ball back so quick. They suffocate a team to the point where it's just constant threat. It's like Mont says, it's mac and cheese settings, bro. Back shots, all of that. You know what I mean? So I do think you smash them, but I think it'll be like a 3-4-0 win rather than like a 5 or 6. Because I don't think Thomas Frank will just allow that. He'll just go to a back 5 if he wants to, if he sees it like last time, pretty much. So yeah, in my opinion.
I was looking at it and I was saying You know me. Like the hate watches on Arsenal are getting shorter and shorter, getting real short. Some of these hate watches on Arsenal. 5 minutes. This is going off. So
I hope they win the league. You heard it, Man United fan. I want them to win the league.
Okay.
I need them to win the league. I'm, what did they say? I was speaking into existence.
Why?
Like,
You've met Arsenal fans, Kaz. Why would you want this for the world?
Brother. I don't want Liverpool winning another. Look, Liverpool can't win it whatsoever. That's priority. I'd rather see the 4-peat, yeah. But
so City can, yeah.
No, I'd rather City win over Liverpool all day long. I hate Liverpool. I hate Liverpool, then I hate Arsenal, then I hate City. That's just the way it goes, isn't it?
I go City, Liverpool, Arsenal.
At the same time, I don't want to see City do a 4-peat because I don't think anyone will ever match that ever again in my entire lifetime.
It's eras, isn't it?
I hear it. I don't mind Arsenal winning it because there's somebody different. Like, don't get me wrong. Look, I know Arsenal fans are going to be unbearable. I know it's going to be
unbearable. It just wouldn't be worth it, Kaz. You've already answered the question. It just wouldn't be worth it.
For you maybe, but for me, I'm in a phase where it's like,
bro, Kaz, I can't be bothered with Igal talks football. Is Saka better than Messi? Do you know what I mean? Like, no,
I wouldn't do that.
No,
I wouldn't do that.
Oh no! Of course, you wouldn't. No,
listen, let me just
you're
stop
ruining
for a
his
second.
future
Let me just
content.
stop for a second. It makes sense. It makes sense that a United fan would want Arsenal to win over two teams that are his local rival. Yeah. It makes sense why a Chelsea fan would want City to win. It makes sense why a Tottenham fan would want anybody to win besides Arsenal. So let's just get past the rivalry and let's have a conversation.
Exactly, girl. That's what I said. Like, bro, look at Man United fans. When I said I wanted Arsenal to win it last season, yeah, and then all of a sudden you got the Man United London fans or every other fan, by the way, and then all of a sudden they go win a treble. You know how hurt I was when City won a treble, bro. Like I had to go to my room and stay in there for an hours and just say leave me alone. Like honestly, it hurt me. And then this is what Man United fans deserve, because guess what? The ones up from down south, not the ones up north, south and abroad, because you hate Arsenal so much, you got what you deserved. Now, how do you feel? Now, all of a sudden, because you can't handle a fan base being unbearable. So, but when it's written in the history records, yeah, you want to do up nonsense. Shut up, man. You're not Man United fan if that's the case.
Why? Big up Jamie, man, sending everybody over from his stream. Shout out Jamie. We actually already spoke about
the point. What was it? Yeah. I was making the point I was going to crash on was I think we were doing who the hell were we predicting just now? Before I got time. Arsenal. We're talking about Arsenal. So yeah, the thing is one, the fan base is unbearable. Yeah, so that means from my point of view, if I put my bias aside to one side,
wait, are we going to ignore that glass that Kaz has right now?
Yeah. But all I'm going to say is Arsenal have done a very good job of showing teams what you would need to do to put together a team capable of winning. I'll give them that respect. Yeah, that's the limit of my respect for Arsenal. Yeah, I am praying for that Porto sucker punch because I told you before. Arteta has a problem with Portugueses, and you're gonna find that out again next week. But you
didn't give us a prediction yet.
Oh, let's say 3-1 Arsenal. Maybe Brentford score first to rattle you.
Can I go back in the middle?
So you hate our guts. You hate our guts, but you still think we're gonna win. Fair enough.
Of course. Bro, you're slapping everyone up by 4 or 5 goal margins at the moment. You think little Brentford could stop you?
Yeah, guys, because we got to move on and try to keep the show going. Let's be honest, there's not too much to be said about the Arsenal-Brentford game. If we lose or drop points, I'll be here Sunday and you guys can laugh at me, but I don't think that's going to happen. So do any of you guys think that? Rack, Ches, Vader, do you think Arsenal drop any points in this game?
Nah.
No way. No.
Okay. Score predictions? Score predictions?
Arsenal 5-1, 6-1. Honestly, you're going to keep it going.
Ches?
3-1.
Rack?
3-0.
And I was going to talk about the Tottenham game, but Ches has to leave, so we're just going to talk about Chelsea quickly, because Chelsea and Newcastle should also be another quick game to speak about. I think Aston Villa Tottenham deserves a little bit more of a breakdown. But yeah, what are you guys saying? Chelsea at home versus Newcastle. It doesn't seem like a big game. I felt like this would have been a big game early in the season. People would have said, you know what, this is a top 4 tie. But now it's like they're both kind of just mid-table. What happened to these two this season?
If it's a big game for us, because if we were to win, I don't think we're going to go on a run. be sent it for a minute. But if we were to win, we're in like the Europa League or Conference League. So that's
No,
that's
if you're
what we're fighting.
if you're to win, you only go 10th.
No, but I'm looking at the points. I'm looking at positions.
I am looking at the points. You only go 10th.
So Chelsea.
Did you pause ago? Did he just hear what I had to say, or did he just?
No, I thought you said you went to Europa.
No, he said if they can go on a run. That's what he said.
There we go.
He said if they win, they can be in the odds. In the spaces, like the teams above them aren't too far away.
They're only 4 points. They're 4 points off Newcastle. So if they win this game, they could. It's a 6.
And also, why I say that as well, because we still got to play West Ham and Manchester United. So we're facing the rivals.
That's easy 3 points for us.
Let me show you guys what we're looking at. So this is what we're looking at right now. This is what we're looking at right now.
Wolves have got, in context, Wolves have got Fulham at Wolves, by the way, on the weekend, so it might benefit Chelsea.
And Chelsea
that's what I'm saying.
Chelsea also have the Arsenal game getting postponed. So like they don't have to play us for a while. So that's so they can.
And we've played one game.
The game in hand is Tottenham too.
And we play one game less than everyone else as well. So like,
it's
not inconceivable for us to get 7th or 6th. Like
this game's going to be a draw, man. This game.
What's your next couple of fixtures? Let's see. What's Chelsea's next couple of fixtures? Because this will make a difference.
I think it's tough.
What they got, man? They got Arsenal away, then they got us and Sheffield United.
We can get wins out of this run.
No, you could beat Burnley. You could beat Sheffield. I don't know about Everton.
I don't know, man. You can't put a result on Chelsea anymore, man.
I'll tell you this year: if we beat Newcastle at home, I'll be confident we could probably win out of the Arsenal game 3 out of the 4 games. That's if we beat Newcastle at home.
That's Sheffield United. Sheffield United is the big
Sheffield.
You have to beat Sheffield United.
If Sheffield and Burnley are bad.
If you lose to Sheffield United or Burnley, that's a humiliation ritual. You guys.
No. Our thing is, we lose against mid-table teams, not relegation teams.
All right, what's your score prediction for this game, though? If you were to put a score on it, because I think Newcastle are still a better structured side than you guys, and I think it's going to be coming down to who can put the ball in the back of the net. And I trust Newcastle. I trust Newcastle more if they have their attacking players fit and available. So if Isaac is there, if they got the guys like Trippier who are coming back, and honestly, it could be a long day for you guys. So I'm saying Newcastle at least score 2 goals. So Chelsea are gonna have to get at least a 3 goals.
We're gonna lose. Damn.
Yeah. So I'm saying you're losing. I'm saying you're losing 2-1, and that's respectable. I give you my logic. I'm not saying out of hate.
No.
Better the team. So I'm saying 2-1 to Newcastle, even though you're at home. You guys just have not been convincing enough against teams like Newcastle.
But Newcastle haven't really been. No, but they beat Newcastle.
This is the thing.
No, but Newcastle away from home are a defensive team that don't really open up too much. So they're going to come there with a mid block of 5 players, a back 3, and they're just going to try to counter them. And that's the perfect way to beat Chelsea. Second half, you just slap 2 past them.
To be fair, girl, they actually concede quite a lot of goals. Other than Wolves game, they've actually conceded, I think, on average about 2 goals per game.
But Poch himself said it himself. Your team can't break teams down. Do you trust?
We actually do score goals. We just don't score as much goals as we could. Our XG is really high, but our goal conversion is really low. So it's not impossible for us. My point is, it's not impossible for us to get 2 goals. So if going by your logic, it'd probably be a draw.
Okay, so you're going with a draw.
I'll probably go I think they'll go in the lead. So I'll say 2-2 again. Desmond.
All right, fair.
I think they'll be winning 2-1 and we'll call it back.
All right, what is everyone else? What's everyone else saying? Just scream out your predictions. Go.
I just want to say just about Newcastle, right? Newcastle got top 4 last season. Everyone's thought that they were probably going to be in or around the top 4 this season, and their drop off. Obviously, some like we had a year off last season and all that kind of stuff, but their drop off has been significant, and especially we know FFP maybe buying and all that kind of stuff. There could be a situation where if they don't buck up their ideas, they may have to sell a couple of players this summer. And yeah, I think that it's going to be a tight game, but I kind of get the feeling Chelsea might pull something out.
I was with you the whole way, until you put the fake fallacy on.
Kes, how is it that this? I'm believing in Chelsea and you're not. That's what I want to know.
It's a mental block for my team. We can't beat these teams. The only team we've beaten, all due disrespect to Jay, is Tottenham, and they're not a big club.
Bournemouth's gonna catch up to Chelsea at this point.
I beg your pardon. First and foremost,
I knew that was coming.
I heard that little shot. First of all, yeah.
We don't need a monologue. You don't need a monologue.
That was our dead body. You beat 9-man Tottenham. 9-man high line Tottenham.
They were better than you when you had 11 men as well, though.
They can't beat us with 11 men.
Oh, what do you mean? You scored your goal.
We're losing the game 11 versus 11.
We're moving to you. What are we doing here?
11 versus 10. They had a hit of the chance. 11 versus 9. They stole the points.
For that, they were
right, guys. We're gonna try to speak about Tottenham in a second, but before we go any further,
I can't talk about Tottenham and Jay's here, man. I can't even lie, bro.
Guys, let's believe.
You ain't gonna let nothing slide. You ain't gonna let nothing slide.
Literally.
Vader, do you have any score prediction for this game? What you saying?
I mean, he's away, isn't it?
Oh shit!
Bro, bro.
I'm not looking at the screen. My bad. What you saying? What you saying, Rock?
I say Chelsea win 2-0.
All right. Jay, have you given a score prediction?
I will go with. I think Chelsea edged this. I've really not been impressed with Newcastle. I've not. After all that, after he slapped me in the face, I'm still gonna back Ches. So 2-1 Chelsea with my boy Conor Gallagher getting the winner.
Look what Factor. That's his spirit. We're gonna go invincible. You said invisible. Shout out my man. Invisible from Newcastle to the end of the season, bro. Facts, you're my guy. I hope so, man. But the reason why I'm laughing at these men is because when we lose, they'll still smoke me. There's a lose for me.
If you lose, we smoke. You win, we smoke.
You win? Is that how you predicted it anyway?
What are we doing it?
I hear it.
Kaz, did you give a prediction?
No, not yet, but I'm not going to ignore that Newcastle have Wilson now, Isaac back, Harvey Barnes back,
Wilson's still injured.
Fit, Bruno Gomes. What?
Wilson's still injured.
I don't believe he is. I swear I saw that. I saw that he wasn't injured.
Might be Isak that's back, maybe.
Or whatever. Anyways, I know they got quite a few. They got quite a few of their players back. Not everyone, obviously, but I think it's gonna be a draw, man. I really do. Probably going to be the most boring game ever. But yeah, draw. And I'll love it when we almost catch up.
I was gonna go to Vader next, but he's not in the building. So we're gonna have to figure out what he thinks about this afterwards. But before we go any further, I just wanted to, before we get into the Aston Villa Tottenham game, did you guys see what Ange Postecoglou said about top four? The man basically said, I don't want to get top four because if we are in the Champions League, I want to win it or else I don't want to be in it.
Yeah, standards, setting the standard. He needs to raise the standards at the club.
I think he's deflecting. Heavy deflection. I don't think he means what he's saying. I think he's just trying to take the pressure off his team because he knows if they lose this game, pretty much top four.
That doesn't make sense. Why would he think about the logic? Why would he say, I don't want to be in it just because I don't want to win it? Yeah, I want to win it. Sorry, and then use that as an excuse to not get top four. That makes no sense. He just means what he means. He just means literally, I want to win the competition.
Don't forget it,
mate.
One second. Let me get the exact quote. I don't know if Jay heard this either, but basically he was saying, let me see where it is. So he was speaking about it today, and when I seen it, I was like, I just found it hilarious. So he said,
well, bounced. I love people.
This is what he said. There's a couple teams that got into the Champions League this year and last year, had good seasons. It doesn't guarantee anything the following season. No, I've said all along, I am not I'm in no desperation to get something just for comfort or insurance. Then he goes on to say, I'm here to create a team that is winning things. So obviously he's saying you don't just want to get in there for the sake of getting in there. And then he went into deep scenarios where he was speaking about what if you get into it and you don't do well? What if you get into it and you do well? Like, does it really make a difference? So he's basically saying top 4 doesn't matter. He just cares about making sure the team gets better.
I see anything wrong with that.
Getting top 4 helps the team better.
And also just all it is, Rax, is I don't even think we need to explain this to Igal. All we need to do is ask him to hold a mirror up to his face and ask him, when Spurs beat you to top 4 and you finished 5th, and then the following season you challenged for the league, would you say that not finishing in the top 4 fundamentally affected you?
No.
There you go.
I just think you want to be.
I got it. Because we're doing Arsenal's path over the last few years. Almost every point Igal makes negatively against Tottenham, I can bring an Arsenal scenario where he'd be hypocritical to not agree with it.
1 second. I'm not saying your goals at the beginning of the season were not to were just to get back into Europe and not necessarily. Yeah. So I'm not saying it's outside of what you're saying, but to say I'm shooting for 8th and I'll settle with 5th.
Is that what he said?
Yeah.
Is that what are you
No.
I am not interpreting the words he said in the way you want to interpret them.
I am not interpreting anything. Literally, Ange Postecoglou said, "I'd rather shoot for 8th when asked if he'd settle for 5th, and in hopes to guarantee Champions League football qualification."
Yeah, I guess I think for me that just kind of means like, where are you aiming for, or what are you trying to achieve? I think it's quite clear from his overall comments that he wants to set the team up to be in a position to win. If Spurs make top 4, that's great, and they'll have more money but that won't change. Will making top 4 suddenly make Spurs a much better team than they've been? No, they're still going to be the team that they are, whether they make top 4 or not. So for me, it's not a cop-out, because we're going to get round. Listen, if we don't make top 4, or if we miss out, or we drop out, or United catch us up, we'll be roundly criticised, and deservedly so, because we would have dropped a number of points from an advantageous position. That's what it is. As in, I'm ready for the criticism, because if you say your players are this and you say your players are that, and then they fail to deliver on what the expectation is, given new information, then they are entitled to be criticism. They're entitled to be criticized,
Can you put up that United Spurs comment?
Josh.
Yeah, I'll put that up in a second. The 5th spot's not currently guaranteed. Germany and Italy have it. What was this? Yeah, I get the point.
Listen. This fraud that put this comment on here was asked. This man was asked, what's a disappointing season for you? What, based off expectations right now, what would you not accept Spurs doing? He could not answer it. He could not answer what would be a disappointing season. Asking Jay right now, he said if they were to fall out of 5th, that would be a poor season. That would be poor at what you've been able to do at this point. This man couldn't even answer that so simply. Now, I agree with what he's saying, though. I think Ange is kind of little tongue-in-cheek here. He's like, listen, I'm not gonna settle for 8th or shoot for 8th. Like, that's just as bad as saying that I'm gonna want to be top 4. No, it's beyond that. So I get all that. Maybe it's lost in translation a little bit with the Australian humor, but no club should just shoot for not trying to win a trophy, not trying to win the league. That's what you start from, and obviously, based off of how effective you are, you get different results. But everyone's shooting to win it.
Yeah,
I hope.
All right, let's talk about it now. The big game. This is the last segment of the show. I want to know what you guys think. Honestly, do you think Aston Villa, Tottenham, who's the better side? Who's better equipped going into this game? Who do you have as your favorite going into this game? And also, if there's a situation where Tottenham lose this game, I think it's done and dusted. Top 4 for Tottenham could be done. Aston Villa, I don't see them dropping off from there.
Especially when Tottenham's got City, Arsenal, and Liverpool as well.
Back to back.
But I believe Aston Villa also got City. I believe they also got Arsenal.
Yeah.
And I believe they got Liverpool.
Bro, these two teams have a big part to play in the title race and in the top 4 race. It's very interesting to see what's going to happen. And I'm looking at Aston Villa. I'm seeing their injuries. not really anybody of major note that's out for them at this moment in time.
I have a Tottenham, right? I think Tottenham's got
And
quite.
then I'm looking at Tottenham.
Because
I
he
want
said
to know
Porro's fit. He said he's
is
fit.
Richarlison back? Is Richarlison back? I don't know
No.
about that.
No.
He's out.
Yeah, probably.
He's out. He's injured.
Okay, so Richarlison might be a big blow for them. Who would have said that a year ago? But now Son's back, so they might be able to still handle it without him. I'm looking at this game.
Vernon might be. He's doing all right. He's doing okay. His performance.
I'm looking at this game. It's at Villa Park. Villa are usually really good at home. Well, at least I think they're really good at home. Their record versus Tottenham lately, if I'm not mistaken, they've been able to get some wins off Tottenham lately.
They've won the last 3.
Yeah, they won the last 3, and then you beat them. You beat them 4-0 back in 2022. So they kind of have your number. And Unai Emery, he's kind of crazy, so it's always going to be like a high-scoring game. I think this could be the most thrilling game of the weekend. I think this.
Stop it! What are you doing, Igal? Stop it!
1 second. I'm not saying the Liverpool City game is not going to be amazing. I'm just saying this could be like a high
bombshell.
I'm saying this could be a high scoring crazy. I'm saying this could be a high scoring match.
Your exact words were, "I think this might be the most exciting game of the weekend."
Yeah, based on the goals. I think you guys are going to cancel each other out. I think this is going to be goal galore. Defensive errors.
My bad. I shouldn't have made it about me. My bad.
Yeah, I think it's going to be like a five goal thriller where you got one team scoring 3, other scoring 2. You can see Tottenham take a 2-goal lead away to Aston Villa. Aston Villa come roaring back, score 3, and beat them. You're not going to see that kind of situation.
No, I hear you. I
don't know. I think you're going to be surprised, man. I think Tottenham, especially with all their players pretty much back, I think they'll be surprised. I think they might dominate Villa a little bit. I can't lie. Away from home, Tottenham are quite.
What's going to happen then? Tell me how you think.
I'm just thinking away from home. I've seen Tottenham go to the Emirates. Seen them go to City. I've seen them even against us. Seen them in like in big games away from home and do quite well. To be fair, so I don't think it's going to be as easy as saying Aston Villa is going to smash them like that. And this is like the first time in a while where they actually got their fullbacks together as well, which is major. The centre back duo, that back line. I think this is going to be a draw as well, man. I can't lie. I don't think there's going to be a winner in this. If anyone was to nick it, you would probably put it on Villa's, like money on Villa, of course, because I think they got a bit better firepower than what Tottenham got going up front. But I think this is going to be. I think this might be a draw, and I want a draw. So unless if we lose, I wouldn't give a shit. I hope Tottenham gets. If we lose or draw, I hope Villa smash them. Let's
hear from Rock before we go to Jay, and we're gonna hear from Vader before we go. Jay's gonna end off this segment. What are you saying, Rock? Villa.
I think this is going to be the. I think this is going to be the second most exciting game of the weekend. Yeah, look. I don't know. I don't know who's going to win. Villa have been very good, although they had a little bit of bumpy patch at home. And I think it might end up being a draw because I same kind of thing, same reason that Jay said. I'm not sure who the clear winner is right now, so therefore I'll go with a draw. All
right, what are you saying, Vader? Best game of the weekend.
This guy with the best game of the weekend nonsense. Listen, yeah, it's gonna be thrilling. I think games like these, and when we're talking about Spurs, I often want to see Jay's reaction. The fact that he's off camera, and even when you first introduced, this last topic, the man was fidgety, looking down at his phone. He wasn't making much eye contact. So I don't have much confidence in Spurs because of how I read him. I think it is going to be an important game. Like you mentioned, I think the winner really goes far to solidify themselves into top 4. I think Aston win this, man, because they've been very formidable at home. I think they win this maybe 2-1. They win this game.
Aston Villa are levels above Spurs. I would like to hear from Jay soon, but do you guys agree with that?
Levels? I wouldn't say levels.
I wouldn't say levels.
I think they're better. They're better overall team. I think Tottenham are more dependent on individuals. Don't you think?
I think if they're playing, if both teams are playing at their peak, I think Spurs are the better team actually. But they have to pull it out. So
the crazy thing is Spurs have better players, but Villa just seem like the better like.
They got more. I think Villa got more depth. But if you had to ask me who's got better players than Spurs, like if you ask me what defense and midfield would you rather have? Spurs is midfield than that. I'm picking Spurs. If you ask me,
midfield's not bad, you know.
Villa's got a good midfield, you know. Villa have got a good. Like, if you ask me, who's better?
But I'm not being funny. It's the whole thing is Douglas Luiz and Kamara, right? Don't get me wrong. I know. But I'd rather have Basuma and Bentancur than both of those. And that's
I'd have, like, if I was going to pick on the season.
Madison as well. So if you want to put an attacking mid in there, whether it's Jacob Ramsey, I'm choosing that midfield. You know what?
I'd say based off the season, off the whole season, it'll probably be Luiz, McGinn, Madison as a 3. Like, if I'm being fair to them. Because Luiz has been levels.
I'd rather
Luiz has been better.
Basuma, Luiz, Madison would be a better 3.
Yeah, fair enough. But what I'm saying is like Villa for me, like, yeah, I'd probably take our defense over them. You could make an argument for Emi or Vicario.
I think Emi,
Watkins, Bailey's been levels this season. So he's been impressive.
The RB and the wingers is better, anyways.
Yeah. So like you probably pick Watkins, Bailey, Luiz, probably Martinez, maybe some people might McGinn. So I think it's quite an even split, really, for me.
He doesn't shag Alicia Lehman. They broke up time ago, man.
But so for me, I look at it, and if somebody says to me, "Are we better than Villa?"
Like, I think so. I think so. Maybe.
I think it's close. I think it's genuinely close. I think
better depth.
I think it's very close, and I think we'll find out. We played them with no centre backs in the first game, and we bossed them. And we really shouldn't have lost the game, but they did a number on us. So Emery will set up well. He's the thing for me about Emery that I'm really impressed with is that in settled possession, he's improved a lot. He used to be a guy who just was kind of maybe like counter-attack or more reactive, but he's actually improved that a lot. And tough game. Like I think it'll be important. I think Spurs have done well this season when they've had their main team, you know, like, and obviously going into this weekend, no Richarlison, but more or less full strength Spurs apart from that. Solomon's still injured. So let's see how good we are. You know,
it's mad, isn't it? You're focused on the game while some people in the comments will focus on someone's relationship and seeing their misses and like weirdos, bro, like Josh Gavin. But yeah, here we are. You know.
What are we doing?
I don't know, man. It's weirdos, isn't it? That's what I'm saying.
Anyways, guys, Jay, what's your score prediction before we go? Because everyone else already gave theirs in case you missed it.
3-2 Spurs.
3-2 Spurs. And yeah, that's gonna wrap up the show for today, guys. We're gonna be watching that boxing fight in a bit. Joshua versus
He reckons winning.
I think Ngannou's gonna beat him. Ngannou's gonna beat Joshua. I don't know about you. What are you saying?
I don't even know, man. I can't call it, man. I think the thing is Ngannou's there, but we forget like Joshua's got power, bro. He's got power, man.
Joshua's a good
boxer. Ngannou's got more power than Joshua. No debate.
Yeah, and I think they both got power, but obviously we only can go off what we saw in the boxing match versus Fury, isn't it? So, and obviously he rocked Fury, but Fury was taking that lightly. So
I think Ngannou is not as good as a boxer as any of them, but what he can do with one punch is the equivalent of
that's the same with Joshua, though, isn't it?
It's like Deontay Wilder. I don't think Joshua actually has that kind of power. I think he's a big guy that doesn't have that much power. But yeah, let's wrap it up here. I think we're talking too much about that now. Big up everyone in the comment section. Jay, do you watch boxing?
I do watch boxing. I'll be watching Ryan Garcia's breakdown as well. But that's a conversation for another.
Who do you win?
I don't know. Because my main thing is I haven't seen enough of Ngannou to know how good a boxer he is. I don't know if what he showed us against Fury was Fury not taking him seriously, or whether, and he's had time to develop more, you know, train more, get more style and stuff. And AJ has been, you know, rebuilding himself a little bit, changing his style. It's as a data guy, I just haven't got enough data to know like who's gonna win this. It feels close. Like I don't really know, but it should be hype. I'm looking forward to it.
Fair enough. Kaz, you're gonna be live at midnight. Guys, go check out Never a Foul at midnight. Big up everybody for watching, and we're out of here. Have yourselves a good one.